Hey guys, welcome back to Travel Check-ins with Saidah
and Germaine.
So today we're going to be talking about reparations, and reparations, really what they are, what we think about them. And this video comes as a kind of like a follow-up to a previous video we did.
Yeah.
And that was our video, Shots Fired.
Well, yeah, but that video was a response to some of the comments, but we'll get into that.
Yes. So we wanted to kind of clear the air as Americans on what reparations are, what our thoughts are on reparations.
Yeah.
Because in all actuality, you know, we had commenters just basically saying, you know, we were Uncle Toms.
Well, yeah, that was you know, a small amount that said that. I will say that. Yeah,
and so we wanted to kind of just clarify and just share our stance and how we kind of look at reparations as Americans, as African Americans. Mm-hmm. So Germaine, let's start out with defining reparations. Mm-hmm. Can you tell everyone what reparations are in case they don't know?
Well, it's the action of making amends for a wrong that has been done by providing payment or assistance to those who have been wronged.
And essentially, it's the action of repairing something, right?
Right. That's the other part of the definition that we looked up, by the way. So.
Yes. So it's from Google. So if you don't like the definition, you can take it up with Google.
Right.
So what are your thoughts on whether or not we should get reparations, Germaine?
Well, just that part itself is, yeah, we should get reparations. I mean, to be honest with you, right, in the States, other people have gotten reparations. Mm-hmm. So to me, to say somebody, we should get reparations is kind of a crazy thought, but yeah. You know.
Right, because the United States has paid reparations to other groups of people. Yeah. And we think it would only be right for us to be paid reparations. Mm-hmm. As African American people, Black Americans, we were promised reparations. Mm-hmm. I think back in the days we were promised 40 acres and a mule. Yeah. Well, I mean, 40 acres and a mule. The 40 acres would be great. The mule would be great. That was what the promise was. But we have, as a group, as a collective mm-hmm. group, we have not received that. Right. So. Do you do think we ought to get reparations?
I do.
Do you have any idea? Because it was 40 acres and a mule before. Like, what would be? Do you have any idea? I know we never sat down and like really thought it out.
That's something that's got to be worked out with somebody thinks about it much more than I do, because mm-hmm. now you know America's much more populated. Yeah. So 40 acres. A mule ain't gonna do us no good, but the 40 acres would. But like that's kind of hard to do. I realize that, but something could be done.
Yes. But we don't know what that thing would be. Right. So I guess the other question would be, so just to clarify, guys, we do believe that descendants of slaves should receive reparations from the United States of America.
I realize what you should just do.
What?
Just give me some money.
Yeah, of course.
Just give me some money. I don't need a land. I get my own land.
Yeah,
because that's too complicated when you're saying they're giving the land all that. Nah, you know, you want to do something for me, just give me some money.
I thought you had a dollar amount. That's what I was asking. I mean, money was a given. That wasn't even nothing. What else they going to give you? Air?
No.
Listen,
okay.
You can give me water rights. I'll take water rights. I would definitely take water rights.
Yeah.
If you don't give me money, I will take water rights.
I think it's just as simple, right? To me, mm-hmm. You say, okay, I'm gonna give you 10 grand each. You never hear from me again. You never hear my mouth saying again. Cause I'm gonna take that 10 grand. And I'm putting in. I'm putting in some land.
I don't know. I think you're gonna hear my mouth like 10 grand.
Cause that means I got 10. And you got 10. How much is that?
What about the kids? They get 10 too?
Yeah.
But still.
They get 10.
I don't know.
But it's got to cut off somewhere. I don't know. I'm good with 10. Because I'm going to flip that 10.
Of course.
I'm going to put it somewhere in.
When I think about the pains of slavery.
I mean, yes. But I'm just saying, you're talking about a concrete number.
It's true. You got to come up with a concrete number.
10 will get you some land. Right?
In the South.
Well, what you talking about,
Germaine?
My people was in the South.
We got land in the South that we ain't doing nothing with.
First of all,
I know
names are tied up, so I don't even know why you brought that up.
Well, because I was saying, if you try to buy some land in a town that we did in the city where we just came from, okay. 10K. No, how many acres is that? That ain't 40 acres.
I talked to. Well, you ain't getting 40 acres.
Well, that's at least if they're gonna give you cash, right? give us equivalent to 40 acres, which would be more closer to.
Right, but I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't getting nothing that's gonna be equivalent to 40 acres. That's just out. You could. I know we can argue about it all day, but they ain't nobody doing that at all. They ain't even realistic. I don't see it. But if you gave me 10 grand, gave you 10 grand, right? I was talking to a guy a couple years ago. He was from West Virginia. An acre was $5 grand. So you tell him we got 4 acres of land in West Virginia? I'll be all right with it. Is that repayment? Nah, you can't repay that.
No, you can't. You can't. But the thing is,
but just give me some money.
Reparations is the action of repairing something. So there's something that's a breach, there's something that's broken. And like Germaine said, there's no dollar amount that can repair or make up for slavery. But yeah, I mean, reparations.
Yeah, if you're just talking about, we want some money. Put it that way. Because that's what it balled out. Give me some.
Yeah.
Nah, don't give me no $500 because that ain't going to work. But something that I can use and flip. You know what I mean? Something that's going to be of use. Right?
I understand. And I think the number will be different. Like if you had to poll African Americans, Black Americans who are living in the U.S., I think each of us would come up with a different number.
Right. Somebody gonna say 10 grand, you crazy. And I get it, but I'm talking about coming up with something realistic. Right? So yeah, 10 grand ain't no repayment.
You said somebody.
Somebody here, probably you. Yeah, but I'm just saying, you talking about realistic, but I'm being honest with that, probably ain't realistic for us these days.
And who knows, right? So what are our thoughts on fighting for reparations?
Well, I am not. I'm gonna just be honest with you. And I know we got another question after that, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm at the point, I don't even talk about reparations like that. Am I gonna fight?
Don't. It's not even a topic that comes up for us.
Do I respect people to do?
Yes.
Would I support them?
Yes.
I absolutely would support them. But am I gonna fight for them? Are you fighting for them? I just want to make sure.
Not physically, but I would fight with my financial resources. So, like Germaine said, like putting our money behind someone, or
I would do that.
Voting for someone. Those things we would definitely do because that's not our area of expertise. But if we see somebody who's coming out and they're saying, you know, this is something that we believe needs to be a law passed or a bill passed or whatever, right? Yeah, we're gonna support that person.
Yeah. Well, the reason I say I'm not fighting for it is because flat out I don't think we're gonna get it. We haven't gotten it. I know people say, that's money that's ours. It ain't mine because I ain't got it, and they told you it ain't yours because you ain't getting it. Yes, do we deserve it? Yes. This is what I'm saying, right? I don't feel this way about people of other races. Where you feel the whole race has kept you down. And I think I saw it in the comments, one of our friends. If you think somebody's beating you up and knock you to the ground, why you think they're gonna pick you up afterwards? Right? I just don't expect that. I'm not saying I think people beat me up. I'm just saying you can't expect somebody you thought beat you up and expect them to pick you up right then and there. That's not happening. So I'm getting what my ancestors wanted. Really, my ancestors fought for this. They fought for freedom. Yeah, that's the main thing, right? They wanted the freedom to buy land. They wanted the freedom to go where they wanted to do. They just wanted to be their own people, right? And guess what? For me, that's why I got that blue passport. If I can't find what I need where I'm from, I'll go somewhere else. But you know what's crazy?
What?
When I go home, I feel free too. I just do.
Yeah.
I can buy where I want to buy if I got the money. If I ain't got the money, I don't have it. But I got land. I got freedom. I vote. Right. So I'm not saying that's a repayment. What I'm saying is the stuff that my ancestors wanted, I have. And I can tell you right now, some of y'all ancestors wanted to go back to Africa.
It's true.
Now.
It's true.
We can talk about that too now.
We can.
Because I know some of mine did, and guess what? I'm going to oblige. So, in a nutshell, yeah. Do I believe reparation? Yes, we should get them. Do I deserve them? Yes. Do I think we're going to get them? No, I don't.
I mean, I think it was HR 40. It was, and they later dubbed it 40 Acres and a Mule. Mm-hmm. And so it was promised to Black Americans, slaves, back in 1864, I think it was.
This is 2025.
We just got to 2025. Like, what? Okay. People say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. For me, right, I think my parents, most likely, and my previous family members had discussions about reparations. I think my grandparents most likely had discussions about reparations.
Right.
I think my mother's mother's mother, my daddy's daddy's daddy, all the way back have had these conversations since 1864, 1865. How many generations do we sit and we wait for money that was promised so many years ago and not just take advantage of the freedoms and also accept the circumstances?
You know what the theme of this video is?
What's that?
Do something.
Yeah.
Do something about it, because we can.
Yeah.
Right? Most of us have some kind of financial resources from the U.S. If you don't feel valued, what'd you say the other video? Go where you value.
Go where you value.
Right? Just go where you value. This is the thing. People of other ethnic groups, put it that way, they don't just stay in the U.S. People have land other places, they have family other places. Just let's do something, man. Besides calling people names. Listen, we're gonna disagree on this reparation thing, right? But it's crazy that we for reparations, but we don't think we're gonna get them, right?
Yeah, and yeah.
What's the use in arguing about that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm gonna do something about it. I want you to do something about it. Now, if you don't do something about it, don't blame me. Don't call me no name. Cause what, I'm gonna do your favorite thing. Block.
I was gonna say it because we don't really like have that kind of time, so we'll most likely just block. But this is the thing, guys.
Right.
You know, I think people like, especially like Black Americans and African Americans, because I know some people say I'm not African American, I'm Black American. Some people say,
I get it.
Some people say I'm African American, I'm not Black American. So that's why I'm keep using the two different terms.
Right.
Listen, I'm both, and I'm with whatever y'all want to say you are. Right. I don't care. But at the end of the day, right, we have people who've come before us, like Dr. Martin Luther King, Sojourner Truth, Thurgood Marshall, Marcus Garvey. We have all of these people who have come before us and have opened up doors of opportunity. And as a culture of people, are we taking advantage of the opportunities that are there?
As a whole. Right.
We can sit and we can pout and we can cry and we can complain and we can wait. Like the way my parents raised me is I'm never sitting around waiting on a handout from anybody. Like I know the contribution that African Americans and Black Americans have made in the world globally.
I ain't even waiting on an apology, to be honest with you.
So there's nothing that I'm waiting for somebody to give me. One, because I'm a Christian, and as a believer, as a Christ follower, God has already given me back everything that I needed. Everything that was taken from me, everything that was stolen, it's been given back to me.
And more.
And more. He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think, and he's given us so much. And I understand people being angry about things, because if anybody's going to be angry about something or be mad at a race of people or call a race of people, I feel like it would be me. My dad was killed while in police custody, taken away from my family when I was still a kid on my birthday. So, and there was no GoFundMe's at that time. Like, it's not just about reparations. It's about all the systematic things that happen in the U.S. to destroy the families, because now it's families. It's not even just Black families now. It's just families as a whole. I think people have to make a choice, and us, especially as just like African Americans, to say, you know what? I'm not gonna harbor anger.
I'm done with it. I ain't even talking no more about it. As far as I'm concerned, the video's over. Listen, I ain't waiting on them. I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get, right? My ancestors are gonna be proud of what I do. I hope you make your ancestors proud also.
Yeah, but anger is not the answer, for sure. Like, anger is definitely not the answer, for sure. I think, like, the biggest thing you can do is utilize the tools that you have to create the life that you want. Because nobody's going to give it to you, right?
Yep.
Anybody ever, like, gave us something? I mean, talking about...
They have.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about, like, gave us something that has made us feel whole from slavery.
Man, no. But
exactly. Except for the Lord. Like, that, to me, that's the only...
Yeah.
The only thing.
I'll tell you, this is what it's sometime, man. I'm done. I'm done with it. I say what I'm going to say. And it's all on you. This is sometime, Germaine. This is your part.
Yeah, well, like Germaine said, I don't think we're waiting on them.
No. Well, I've been waiting 150 years. I ain't waiting no longer.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Anything else for the people? Okay.
Not for me.
If you have any comments, any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below, and we will catch you guys in the next video.